Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of What Does the Cat Say? Hope y'all been doing well. Sorry for kind of being very sporadic with episodes. New job. Just being full-time and stuff has kind of kicked my butt and whatnot, so I've just been a very lazy person. But yeah, hope y'all have been doing good. Things are going well here. It's getting cold as shit because it's becoming fully winter time, and Halloween is just around the corner. Holy Toledo. Also, might sound a little raspy and a little spacey because trying to do this somewhat early in the morning for me. Where I haven't been up too long yet. But so first thing I'm gonna mention before some interesting news for a creative venture thing I'm deciding. So I didn't realize this until I saw it just recently. Apparently, a hololive is actually be having some kind of partnership thing with Twitch, where a lot of the hololive English members are going to be streaming on Twitch. I don't know if it's just going to be a constant thing, or because I know it's like a special event thing happening in November. But that's gonna be interesting, especially since Twitch is very anti simul streaming to other platforms. They let you technically. They technically let you, but do they though? Because they don't let you show other platforms' chats on your stream. You can't mention the other platform, basically. You can't have any links to the other platform. You have to basically almost solely focus on Twitch for it to... It's dumb. So, of course, these are all big talents coming from a big corporation, so Twitch will probably just, turn a blind eye, as they usually do. Plus, I'm kind of surprised this is all happening after all the TwitchCon problems, which, it is what it is. My final, I'm just tired of all of it. So my final take on it is, Twitch leadership all needs to be removed, and we need new. Because clearly current leadership is not doing it. But, anywho, there's that. Like I said, got a new job. Still in the job hunt because current job working at that gym location is not too bad. Not the worst job I've ever had. One of the worst paying jobs I've had in a while. But it's something. It's something. I'll take that. Yeah, wow, actually I came into this with really nothing to fully discuss. The new streaming schedule is feeling odd, just only streaming on the weekends, but it works out pretty well. And it's just kind of makes the most sense because I know a lot of people catch my streams earlier in the evening, so I don't want to be starting the streams at 11:30 at night. Plus, that'd be a little unfair to the people in the household as well. So, it'd be what it be. But big, I guess, little chat on creative venture stuff, which is a little way to kind of change up how this podcast is gonna go. And that is going to be not so much of a podcast, but could be a fun little show. I believe I mentioned in one of the last podcast episodes that I had found a cool tabletop kind of RP radio station kind of game thing called The Void 1680 AM. And so the TLDR of it is it basically there's a bunch of prompts. You're supposed to put together a playlist, and you record all this. They say a tape recorder. I'll probably use OBS and stuff, where you would put together a playlist of songs, do some prompts, and just kind of act like you're your radio host of an AM talk show type thing. And then there'd be callers calling in, and what the caller could be calling in about, whether they actually say anything or you just kind of comment on it, post search of songs, is based on a series of face cards from your deck of cards and a 1d6 roll. So still that's kind of neat. So I've been kind of just slowly working on some script stuff of the callers, where some of them I'll probably record as kind of some voice acting practice. They also do give you access to a website where people who have voluntarily called a number and left legitimate call voicemails for people to use in their productions and stuff. So definitely probably utilize some of that. But the thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to use that format. So like every time I do an episode of stuff with that, I'll have the face cards at the ready, have a die at the ready. But what I'm thinking is I'm actually going to, because I don't want to do too many things at once, so I don't have that much time, is I'm probably going to turn that fun little, what I was going to do like an RP radio show thing, I'm going to actually meld it together into this podcast. So in the next maybe week or two, this podcast is going to go from just straight up what does the cat say to you saying hi to I, Bodes the Snow Leopard, the voice of WTCS 1603 AM, the late night talk show where we talk about the random news, the happenings around the fictitious city of Beeston and sister city, Furville, and all the kooky and crazy happenings around there. That will be coming soon. It'll be kind of fun. So the big thing with it is I'm getting a lot of inspiration from Welcome to Night Vale is the biggest one. And I'm going to probably just do a bunch of goofy, like, cryptic references to just, a bunch of different, like, analog horror stuff, like, different, like, welcome to the backrooms type SCP, just goofy things like that where I'll be talking about, but I'm also going to be talking about maybe real life, like, current events, mainly around, like, probably the VTuber sphere and stuff. That's the idea. So when I have discussions like this, they feel like it's just like a radio talk show, and plus all the other goofiness built in will allow for a longer, more funny and fun listening experience. I think it'll just be hilarious to do. So, so it'll be kind of fun stuff like this where, it'd be, oh, the news. Hololive has announced that they are going to be doing a partnership with Twitch next month. In other news, the local council would like to remind everybody that the funny-shaped obelisk in the town center is not humming. You hear nothing. There is no humming. So goofy stuff like that. Very Welcome to Night Vale-esque. And then just, like other goofy news references to, like Night Vale, Twilight Zone. Just, and just keep it just completely, like, just normal. It's just for a funny, goofy listening experience. And the, some of the different scripts, things I have for some of the callers, is pretty humorous as well. And I'll probably also pass out some of the prompts to like mutual streamers and friends or community members to write something up just to have a little fun with that as well. I think it'll just be entertaining and just something a little different too. So I'm not just doing your very traditional oversaturated podcast format that it is this. Which, I know people like this. It's a popular format for a reason, but hey, it's good to just do something a little different now and again. But that'll be fun. And also going to keep me motivated to do this, at least get back to consistently doing this once a week type thing. And yeah. And what's funny too is on top of the radio broadcasting type RP thing is I just got a fun little game to play for my, official Halloween stream, which is a game called Killer Frequency, which is based around a horror game based around a radio station. So that'll be cool. That was a funny coincidence. But yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing to quickly just bring up. I really don't have much to yap about. I don't know. Life is life. Reinstalled Musume Pretty Derby, not Petty Derby. Feels petty. So I started just playing again just because work can be kind of slow, so I wanted to have it on my phone and stuff. I feel and resonate with a comment I once saw on the subreddit for it. So true, which is I have hit a stone wall, heavily hit a stone wall, even coming back where even some of my go-to girls like Gold Ship and Aguri Cap, I cannot get all of their goals progress. And I'm doing the same stuff I was doing before. Maybe one or two of the support cards are different, but I'm doing the same tactic I was doing before, where I could get all the way through the entire thing and win the Ura final and all that stuff. And the subreddit, like on the subreddit, the post I saw that is very true is somebody was talking about how, oh, me not being able to complete all this stuff in this game, it's not a skill issue, it's a money issue. And it seems that I might be hitting a stone wall of I'm not going to progress unless I start dropping hardcore schmeckles to like unlock more support cards, do the whole gacha side of it, which I probably will at some point because it is a free game. I've played quite a bit of it, actually. Like I've played like tens of hours in it. So it would be fair that since I am enjoying the game quite a bit, you know, to at least throw some bit of money at it. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be throwing hundreds at it for any stretch. Oh yeah, I've been playing for 52 hours, so you know, it's one of those things I should at least maybe throw, like, do another $20 bundles or something. You know, I do plan on throwing some money at it if I just do decide to keep actively playing it, but I'm not going to be sitting there every day going, here's $10, here's $10, here's $10. I can't afford that. Plus, no. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it seems like I'm not going to throw them $1 billion, but you know, maybe it's like a couple here and there if I get that consistent. But it's annoying because it's like I've been playing it a lot, and the fact that my highest rated girls like in runs that are like only B tier, it's just like that's annoying. So let's see if I keep playing it. I don't know. I also know I gotta play to get more progression on some of the other characters as well. So that's part of the problem. But yeah. No, that's about it. It's another short, sweet little podcast episode, just, you know, which is about to change up, which would be kind of neat with the, you know, WTCS AM talk show thing that I'm planning on starting. And yeah, that could be fun. And also, I can still do like interviews and everything because it's just, you know, have like little pre-recorded segments of like interviews and stuff as well. So yeah. And then eventually I may get everything all streamlined with this talk show thing where instead of just pre-recording, I might actually maybe do like a late night Twitch stream where I'm just recording this episode to a live audience. I don't know, we'll see. Could be fun. But yeah, with that though, that's it from me. I appreciate you all so much, and I hope you see you all in the future, and have a good one. Bye.